Yeah, Doc Fulton's looking forward to doing those driving rolls and shit. Especially when he gets to crash land in the desert and you guys get out and then he inexplicably sits in the car while it slowly goes under the sand.
For me to analyze this gate, I'd need to be within 3 meters of it.
Do you want to pull in really close there, Chris?
Was that close enough?
Well,
windows cracks a
I
bit.
guess they're not going to be using that gate for a while.
The gate's fine, but the car's a little bit messed up. Right, Chris, from your 20 hit point car, one hit point is gone.
Okay.
I'm letting you keep track of your car hit points and shit. So, Pete, you're within 3 meters. Actually, you're with it. You could like put your tongue. If you were to squirm over the driver's side, you could put your tongue on it now.
I see. Identify gate is what I want. By half.
This gate goes to the center of the universe.
This goes to the center of the universe.
It will definitely kill anybody that goes through there. How to open it is a long and complicated ritual to Azathoth.
Oh, really?
The gate is 2% open.
It's what?
2% open and climbing.
And climbing.
Great.
Great. There can't be anything bad going on now. Does the spell give you any further information?
Did the modified version get approved or not?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it had been moved to completed or if it.
Better to figure that kind of shit out before the game, my friend.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't get approved, then try rewriting it continuously until something.
No, it got approved.
Oh, damn! Did it?
Yep. It's in completed spells.
Sure.
Tells you where the gate goes, how to open it, an MP cost, if any. If a special object is needed to bind or unbind a key, this may be identified. You need to activate the gate.
It does require like some human sacrifices and shit. Currently in progress. In fact, it requires about 31 more human side. The counter ticks one off as you're watching it.
The human sacrifices down there, which they're sacrificing to open the gate.
It takes a lot to open this gate. Lots and lots of MP and shit. But, if you've got a few thousand people who are all into it, then that should be okay.
Oh, captured people from places.
Right. No, I mean, a few thousand undead would probably do it.
Yeah. Oh, well, I say we just go and live in amber.
That's a card.
Fuck these shadows. Let them blow up. That's ridiculous.
Just because Freddy wanted a sword is no reason to be out of sorts or swords.
Right, I think I might keep the vehicle chase advantage for when you have to get out of here, Chris.
All right, well, I guess we'll park and,
Park near the ruins, in the ruins, so you don't have to walk so far, or what?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to park right in front of the way out of the underground in case you need to come running out?
Yeah.
All right.
Has anyone got a shit card?
Would you like to flip the vehicle sideways and try to fly into the underground thing?
Yeah, I have a lose all stun, and I have a feeling that we're just going to be taking a lot of real damage anyway, so I don't know.
There'll be a vehicle flying car at half if you want to flip the car on its side and then fly down the tunnel.
Well, if it's zombies and they're punching it, it'll be half and half, won't it?
Well,
can we just not land it and sneak in? I don't think we want to really take on a whole.
No, not several thousand or hundreds or. So, Alex, your call. your cause massive earthquakes black dildo that you're wielding.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't exactly say it's that, but it's yeah.
It's a dildo.
You want me to try and cave the place in?
If you had a geologist with you, then
I can do geology for a living.
architect.
There you go. You got it.
He is a geologist.
Yeah, I was going to say
I can do geology for a living.
Because this is a building. If you had a good architect with you, he could point out the exact place to strike here, and then hopefully might be able to seal the undead underground for a bit.
Until they dig their way out. I was thinking the whole thing of stuff collapsing, crushing, tons of rock, etc., crushing stuff.
No, I'm not sure what I know about this.
Yeah. We're gonna have to go down there. Like
Yeah.
the universe.
You go down there.
Oh, I know, but
Just
to
because
make sure.
they go down there.
You know what? Why don't we just nuke the place from orbit?
It's the only way to be sure.
That's right.
That would work out really well. A bunker buster bomb, one of the fucking smart ones, would be awesome. Just into the thing. That'd fucking them up.
Weird. Architecture. Where is the roll of 20? I've got 34 in architecture.
I don't know. Ask Pete. Pete's smart. He'll tell you.
Has it got 34 listed there?
Yeah.
That's weird. Maybe there's something wrong with the... Yeah, that's better.
It worked this time. Huh. I'll take the 49, which still would have been a fail, but I just wanted to test it again.
Yeah. I don't know why that rolled a 20. That's weird.
Yeah.
Maybe he's got two architectures.
That's
maybe I rolled archaeology by mistake because that's got 20 in it. But
no, but it says architecture.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it could be. Hang on a second. Let me just do that for a minute.
Matrix.
No, that says archaeology.
Well, I'll put it down to a dictionary matrix.
And the other side. No, that says art law. All right. Don't know.
Cool.
What to do?
All right. So
if only
we
you
could sit here and wait and see and watch Azathoth come through. That'd be kind of cool.
And you
we can say, "Hey, how you going?"
Well, like I just picture a bunch of Mygo coming through first. You know, like all these like just.
Do you have any flutes on you?
No, I was just thinking the same thing. I was like, oh, if I only had a flute, you know. Come here, bitch.
I'll just play my flute.
What's your superhero ability? I can suck my own cock.
Well, if Azathoth came through here, it'd be pretty much like a nuke going off.
Yeah, pretty much. It'd be game over for this zone and probably multiple other zones.
I'm still not sure if that's a bad thing or not, but I suppose we should probably. We do a lot of major things here, you know.
How to tell you're too jaded? Would a nuke for all the zones be bad?
Well, my wards are out of here now, so that was the main thing I was concerned about.
I'm just sick of fucking dealing with all the bloody shit that comes.
Although I don't think Alana would be happy if her kids got killed.
That was like Freddy. Like when he got attacked by something else. I don't remember. It's like, can't you stay saved for 5 goddamn minutes?
That's it. We
saving the world.
Well,
you saved your world. They're like, whatever. Like, thanks, guys.
Yeah. Well, that's it. You can't do fuck all for yourself, so why should we bother?
Don't forget that you can always assign the other adventurers to come.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, except for the other adventurers, myself, Chris, and Yana tomorrow.
No, I'm not gonna be here tomorrow. Al, you got Freddy. Freddy's coming tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Even better. All right, so none of us can use a flying car.
Well, what? Oh, yeah, them. I'm sure that they'll still try it. You'll find the pieces of
no.
It shows Doc Fulton just standing there looking at the fucking flying car. It's been driven repeatedly into the same rocks. He's just got his hands on his hip. He's like, well, there we go. We're gonna kill them all.
Well, I suppose that's how Doc actually learned how to fly the damn thing. Was just keep trying and trying and trying.
Well, if you bought them like, here's your 10 flying cars each, fucking learn it or I will beat you, then eventually they will learn it. They'll trash all those cars and you'll be happy.
They can buy their own 10 flying cars.
Remember how many normal cars you guys kept knocking off of your own driveway back in Red Carpet?
Mm-hmm.
Best house ever. On its side. Got a goddamn tow truck again. It happened again.
All right. So we sneaking in.
Yeah.
I know. Right now, you guys are just sitting in the air-conditioned car and talking.
Well, you know, whether or not we collapse it on them, but if you actually break the gate.
Looking at what happened when you bumped it, the car crumpled nicely. The gate didn't fucking scratch.
Yes, but the gate didn't get hit. The gate was hit by the car, not by Alex's dildo.
Oh, that.
That.
But remember the last gate that exploded and what happened? Oh,
Yes, that was with the black grenade.
yeah, but that wasn't from the grenade. That was clearly the explosion that happened because of.
But that gate was active and it was huge.
Well, I'd like to point out that this gate is at least 2, possibly 3 by now percent on. And it's of much more power than the air gate because this one goes all the way to the center of the universe.
Yes.
And possibly.
But Alex has the luck of the leprechauns.
Especially if you other two were to get into your flying car and go several kilometers away.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking. We'll go wait for him over there.
I was officially titled once King of the Leprechauns, so yes, it should be the luckiest out of all of them, really.
Now, where's your damn pot of gold before you go and do this?
Up my ass.
That's how McKay began in his ass.
All right.
So we're gonna do this or what? Let's just go.
He says resigned to his fate of death.
So which thing? Destroy the gate, sneak down the hole?
Let's just go down the hole, sneaky style, and get dirty. Because if I really think that if you explode the gate while it's that powerful and big a gate, we're fucked. Especially if it goes to somewhere that we shouldn't go ever. What happens if we get it's gonna we pop the gate and then everything suddenly sucks into it,
creates a vortex and we get sucked in. Yeah.
So now we're chilling.
We get to learn how to use flutes very quickly.
Right. We're chilling as a thought's anus.
Court.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess that's a really quick way to go to of the shittiest version of the Courts of Chaos, right?
That's one way to try to learn Logris, I guess, but you are missing some one really super critical thing that's needed before even attempting to navigate Logris.
Shapeshifting.
Yeah, we're not quite there yet.
I don't think we're ever going to get there because we don't never get to go and fucking do Hammer stuff because there's always shit here to do. I'm tempted to just say fuck it all. Let's just go to Hammer.
Up to you.
Right,
I have Amber prepared, by the way. I really am.
If everything rots from behind while we're there, then we have nowhere to come back to, and we have nowhere to be while we're there. And we're not quite daddy enough to stay there and hold our own yet.
Exactly.
We need somewhere where we can go lick our wounds.
And other things.
Yeah, trying to practice that skin flute.
And
we can really do that in Amber, I'm sure.
Anti-greed, everybody.
Yeah, check see if you got any red cards. I've been giving out some cards. Oh, I forgot one.
Anti-greed.
No.
Nobody has any greed cards?
No.
No.
I have a Spark of Divinity if anybody wants it.
Oh, yeah. I would not say no to that. I'll keep getting hit with the annoying thingy.
Well, reduce your hand by one.
Yes,
first.
I'm gonna give Chris a card. Did anybody want Happy Birthday? Does anybody have the card that makes Happy Birthday useful?
Nah.
All right, so I was going to Toss that. I'll give Chris back. I can take it, coach, which he traded to me earlier. And play Spark of Divinity.
Which is weird. Usually you're not supposed to be the one who gets that, Pete.
This card cannot be recast, I thought.
Everybody else, both Kinley and Fulton have all their stats maxed.
No,
20, 20, 21.
I'm one off of willpower.
See, you should have grabbed it
Yeah,
because he's nearly dead anyway from losing his stat. So he's going to die.
I had one stat to 20 and another stat at 19. My highest is now 18 and then 17.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, who's gotten that Spark of Divinity card 7 times?
Yeah,
Yes.
I actually gave him that card twice.
Yeah, he did say he got it.
I've got a few times myself.
So you guys get out of the nice air-conditioned car. Doc pockets the keys so that way you can't leave them behind. And it's turned off. It's settled down nicely in front of the thing. Now, keep in mind, Doc, if you your choice is you could leave it running, and that way if you jump into it, then you can take off much faster. Otherwise, you'll have to go through a little bit of having things pound on it and bite it and shit while you're getting it ready.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just checking. It's not as fast and smooth as the tech air cars. It's kind of like
Sure.
Right. No problem. And then you guys all begin sneaking down there. Does anybody have the ability? What?
I'm doing a spellcasting session first.
Also another good question is, does anybody have a light source? It appears to be really dark down there.
I pull out my dildo of light source.
Yeah.
Would that be a lantern?
No, I've it's like it looked like a flashlight with a little turny thing on it. It's the magic light that I've had for like ever.
Oh. Okay. Anybody else have a light source or just the one?
Not on me.
No, sneaky.
All right. Well, the light source.
No, but I just generally go sneaky.
So I do have a light source, but it doesn't work here.
Got it. I was going to say, having a light source on you will make you significantly less sneaky.
Oh, no.
In order to make it easy, we'll just have everybody roll their stealth at half. If one person blows it, then the light's probably going to be discovered. Good luck.
It has a hood on one side, like it actually has a thing that twists.
Okay. So negative 20 because you still need to illuminate the ground, or negative 10. Everybody's at negative 10 still. There you go. He sheds very little light. Perfect. And where's the guy to fuck it up? That'd be Chris, I believe. Chris,
No, I'm usually the one that screws up stealth rolls.
Actually, Freddie is getting a really good reputation for that as well.
Poor Freddie. All right. It looks
look at
like the 3 ninjas go in. Essentially, you get when you get down there and such, you get as far as the first guard post. You can tell that beyond it, it looks like there is like a big, vast chamber. You've gone down a lot. Okay. The first guard force consists of, it looks like 4 ghouls. Give me cryptozoology rolls. Yay, school. Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
No.
They're monsters, and that's good.
Yeah, monsters. Bastards.
There's 4 of those and about 16 zombies that are just hanging out. Now, you could fight your way through them, or you could pretty much it'd be a hard climb because you'd have to do it bare fingered. But there are some seams in the stone. Basically, it'd be a climb at half to just say, this fucking wall, it should be too smooth to climb. Fuck it, we got this. And then you could go up and over it and go around and stuff and continue with your ninja-like sneaking if you'd like to try the climb at half to bypass the guards. Or you go beat them to death, whichever you'd like. Fulton climbs up it like it is nothing.
Maybe we let him go and do his shit, and then we'll.
Mm-hmm.
All right, no problem. So Fulton goes on a lone scouting thing. Would anybody like to call him on his bracelet or tarot?
I'm gonna that trump card I painted of him. I'm going to communicate to him with it.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
I'm going to go AFK a moment.
Yeah.
Right. Chris, give me a Cthulhu Mythos roll, if you please. Good luck. We're all counting on you. And that will dictate. Oh, and the spot hidden roll, because it's pretty dark, but it's not completely black everywhere because they have to light some shit in order to do things. You can make it. The Cthulhu Mythos roll just gives you additional information.
Got it.
Matt, did your screen update?
It took me a second. I thought I was gonna have to do it again, but it came up.
Well done. Fuck you. And right, so you sneak up and you're checking shit out. Essentially, it's this huge thing. You would guess that the army size here probably thousands, right? It appears comprised of like a lot of mummies, villagers, shit like that. There's also some struggling captives and stuff. You're looking like down, like your spear right now would be good for one shot, but there's a whole bunch of shit. Glowing green eye liches. There seems to be at least a half a dozen of those fuckers. They seem to be the ones leading some sort of big spell, which, yeah, it looks like a simple, like, Azathoth, please have your eye come and burn away the infidels and stuff like that. And it looks like they've got some big flaming pentagram thing and whatnot going. Yeah, it looks like just this huge thing. Everybody else in here, except for the humans who are kind of unwillingly doing it, seems to be involved in casting this big, glorious spell. It's kind of the opposite of the greater eye of light and darkness. It's, horrible monsters, please come and take this all over. You do see a couple of different robed figures that don't seem to be doing anything other than observing. You're not sure what's up with them. You think that they may be, actually, give me a spot at half, because, for a little bit more. He's using the magic fingers. If you can fucking roll a crit doing that, I'll just give you magic fingers. I'm sick of this.
No, it's just a success.
All right. They could be actually human guys, the two different people in the robes, but you can't see their faces. One of them appears to be kind of a short and squat individual, and you can see red hair kind of sticking out from under the hood, and the other one's taller and lankier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it look like me? Or
no, you
Josh?
You don't think so?
Well, because the one matches the description of Alex with
what close now that you mention it. Yeah, the one, but the other one, nobody that you're familiar with. You would immediately suspect Freddy is behind all this, but no, it doesn't seem to be yet. You somewhere he's burning something of yours down.
All right. So I'll go back.
No problem. No stealth roll required. In fact, give me a jump roll at full. This is the lower yourself and then land quietly thing. So you don't have to make another climb roll at half. Right. Ninja Boy is back.
So I relayed all that information.
Having made your Cthulhu Mythos roll, you're thinking that the spell, and by the way, they're not stopping. There's no rest times required and all that shit. You're thinking that the spell should be done in another 5 days.
Okay.
Yeah. When you're undead and you know it, clap your hands. Shows all the ghouls look over. No problem. Yeah, that seems to be what's going on here.
So how many was there in there doing the whole ritual thingy?
Thousands.
No, yeah, I went out to the toilet, so I didn't hear that bit.
Thousands.
Yeah,
So
there's
it's a
at least 6 liches. There's mummies, and there's just a grand mix of undead in there.
Now, by the way, the chamber, once you get past the slot that goes down, and the slot is big enough to get in the flying car if you're going at half skill, which is crazy piloting. But the chamber itself is big enough to fly around in. You didn't really see any demons or anything like that yet. So
All right.
you would dominate the air, but it's stupid crazy to try to bring the car down here.
Like, even if I did, I mean, they'd
And
be
getting it out again, of course.
right. They'd be casting like mad at us.
There could be a actual issue there, yeah. Oh, give me an architecture roll for when you're looking at it, by the way, Chris. This could be helpful.
No.
You're thinking if you get a hold of a set of Legos, maybe you can recreate this. One of the big boxes.
You know what though? Hold on. Now that I'm back, I pull out my.
Right. Everybody else wants to. Would you guys like to retreat to the outside where you can see this shit better, or
Yeah.
you get there on the same stealth roll? Everybody's outside again. If you go back in, new stealth roll. But right, he draws a penis and shows it to you like it. And he goes, "It will be significant." You guys look at the penis.
All right, so we've got 5 days before the ritual is complete.
Oh,
There's
wait. Everybody else give me an architecture roll for since he'd made a lovely sketch, a really nice sketch. Gifted amateur shit. No, I don't know. Pity. Seems like a really big chamber, though.
Yeah, that's weird. Big chamber. No,
Well,
was there
they go
pillars?
down a lot, but what?
Was there pillars? Was there stuff supporting the roof?
Not as much as you would think that there should be.
Did you see how the roof was held up?
No, he blew his architecture roll. Big tunnel, he says. I make a circle, and then I fill in the liches, and there's an altar, and there's the sacrifices, and here's my signature, and now I'm selling it to you for $1,000, calling it outsider art. Unfortunately, you've only got one hobbyist architect with you.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, there's lots of them in there.
Oh, tons.
The
It's like Lumpsy's fucking paradise goal for like instant army thing.
some potentially the Alex duplicate and his mate.
But why
Seem
would
to
the
be-
college do that?
So do you need red gems for this ritual? Is that what they were after the red gems for this ritual?
No, this is like a old school mythos ritual.
Old
to
school
summon
sacrifice.
Azathoth, to bring Azathoth's eye to look through and decimate, to cleanse the lands type thing.
No red gems required for this particular ritual. I mean, you could toss them in just for a bit of added color, but
no.
Okay, so that's asking a good logical question, though.
Logan, how big is the bag?
What bag?
That I used when I'm in Mecca Fulton?
How big is the bag?
Yeah, the fist mitt bag thing.
Let's see. It's you get to be how many meters tall is Mecha U? Like 10 meters?
No, 30. So
30 meters.
I'm 90 feet tall.
Okay, wait, 30 meters, you're normally 2, so it's about 15 times as big as your fist, roughly. Do your own math. Pete, can you tell us about how big that is? 15 times the size of a fist?
I think it's more for what Doc's thinking of trying to do.
Oh,
Let's see if it's feasible or not.
I have no idea.
Could we get like bungees and take the mitt and put it over the hole so that way if it does open, it doesn't matter because he'll just bounce off of the elder sign that's on the bag?
Interesting. I don't know.
I mean, if anything, that could be, if we can't figure out anything else, that's better than nothing.
That's fucking brilliant here. Take a refill, Chris.
Yeah, because it's got an elder sign on it. Yeah.
I mean, it would be good until the undead came out and ripped it down, obviously, but
yeah.
And they said they come out to witness the eye approaching, and oi, what's that thing over the gate?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Oh.
On that same note, though, what happens if you reorientated the gate somewhere else? They complete it, and then it sees somewhere else completely, and then that place is decimated instead.
Yes. Takes me... How long does it take to reorient a gate? It takes me 24 rounds to reorient a gate. And it has to be going... Oh, actually, that would be a double fuckery. Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure I'm climatized.
24 hours to reorient a gate? I thought
24 rounds.
Oh, rounds.
Rounds.
Well, you've got time.
Yes,
I mean,
yes,
5
I could
days
do
left.
that.
Of course,
No, it only stays orientated till sunset, sunrise.
How long does this gate open?
I think I know what just fucking... Oh, that'd be ugly.
I know exactly where I'd orient it to. It would be nuclear meeting nuclear.
Oh my god. San Angeles?
Yeah.
Not what
Night
I was
City.
thinking you were going to say, but okay.
Sorry?
Not what I was thinking you were going to say, but okay.
It's going to be somewhere I'm climatized to. I can't just orientate it out into the middle of nowhere.
Well, the fish would die.
So, it's either that or somewhere like Beastkin or, well, Shadow Academy I'm climatized to, but I don't think that would work anymore.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider Shadow Academy actually still existing because
no,
that shit melted.
But yes, I could reorientate it to Night City. So.
All right, so hold on a second. Do you guys have crappy cards? Like, who has crappy cards?
Let me check.
I've got a vehicle, chase advantage, 2 round revisions, and a magical immunity.
Oh, I'd keep
round
those
revision.
Keep that shit.
Oh, Super Snatch, which only if comes up in a situation might need grapple, so that's probably the worst card. Limited Retrieve and opponent fails.
All right, because I can take it, coach. Lucky Day.
You've probably got about 4 hours till sundown, by the way.
Those are the 2 good ones. The Lucky Day and I can take a coach.
And 4 hours till sundown. Because a lot of those undead are not really... Oh, wait. Give me a cryptozoology real quick there, Chris. Since you got to see what all was down there.
Does anybody want the Lucky Day? I mean, we
Well,
all have pretty good luck.
Yeah, but the Lucky Day is...
but if it's a make a critical... Say, for example, we go with Alex smashing the gate and he has to make a lower is better luck roll to have it not blow up. The Lucky Day would be perfect for that.
Okay.
I'd go stick his ass on top of her right now and say, "Hammer time!"
Or him to hit the ground and have have it collapse on him, crushing the important people. Again, lower his better luck roll.
Yeah, Lucky Day is a sexy card.
So I'll discard the Super Snatch if you want to trade it to me.
If you want to trade it to me, I'll give you the Magic Immunity because I don't probably need that card as much with the hammer because I get my will rolls against.
He does have the Paladin will rolls.
Well, give that to Pete, and then I'll just get rid of one other card and refill.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
so I'll discard the
so much trading going on.
Paladin magic resistance.
And I'll take the I can take it coat. I'll keep the I can take it, and I got a skill 15. I'll keep that too because that's pretty huge.
Hit trade accepted.
Yep, not assistant. Okay.
And at this point, Chris draws the yin yang. Wah, wah, wah. No reds?
No.
Okay. One of the nice things, though, is if you guys do manage to end the undead menace, then you can tell the air guys, fucking do shit. We ended off fucking thousands of creatures that were coming to storm the planet.
Oh, not to mention fucking Yogosov coming through and killing everyone and everything.
That is a minor inconvenience.
Freddie will go, who?
Yeah. Freddie! It's my new thing.
It's like the Gilligan thing, but you know. Well, at least this isn't frustrating or anything. Thank God for that. Chris's face shows something different.
So, do we want to go with the bring the roof down on top of them all and crush them?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Doc. I think trying to go for the gate is a really bad idea. I think those things are probably kind of mini fucking nuclear explosions, like even if they're not even fully active. So I think our best bet is just to try and level the fucking place and try and crush everyone inside it, which will then in turn stop the ritual.
That's what I said. That's what I meant by bringing the roof down on top of them.
Here's a possible problem. Imagine if it's a big dome, right? It's not quite, but it's close enough. And in the middle of this huge dome, is Alex. And if he breaks it, then he goes, then Alex goes from here down.
Flying car.
I'll be interesting to see how you arrange that shit. And
wait, that's easy. We tie a rope to him, and then I stay hovering above, and then he whacks it, and I just stay hovering. Everything collapses. He's tied up, and we fly away.
How dramatic!
Banging him into the pillars as we go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, of course, if any debris comes up, it probably will. Then that'll make your flying roll more difficult.
Yeah.
Okay. As long as you're good with that. As long as we all know in advance. So, do you have rope?
We packed a load of shit into the car.
No, but we can drive and go get some. That's not a big deal. We have 5 days.
Well, I was going to say, don't you have your book with you?
Yeah, I think there's rope in the book.
Well, take a look. Or did you use it all on that weird BDSM Japanese tying up thing?
No, so we still have. We can throw hot tubs at them too.
Well, we can make ourselves nice and clean before we do this.
I have 8 20-meter sections of rope.
Yeah, Chris found a beautiful way to use the fucking hot bathtub full of hot water shit earlier. I was very impressed with.
Was it the ice bucket challenge?
Not exactly. He pulled them out, let them cool, and then had the mounts and shit drink from them. I was like, that's fucking brilliant.
Nice. Need water? There you go.
So, Roy, You guys, who's going to attempt their special knot tying to make sure Alex Kinley is firmly affixed to the vehicle?
Well,
It just shows it. Fucking spin a pause, bitch.
can I actually do it myself?
Oh, absolutely, you could.
Well, unless you guys want to assist.
Okay, Scamming.
I can try and assist.
All right, give me the assistant roll first.
Please don't make
Fumble. I know what your skill is like, so I will actually spend a hero point and re-roll that.
Not bad, but minus 10 is going to make it really difficult.
Yeah, that should do it.
Where are we?
Please don't make it worse. He ties a slip knot and goes. You're like,
Put this
"No."
noose around your neck.
This will
Where the
work
hell is
just
it? There
fine.
it is.
Alex is
Wrap
like,
this bit around your cock. What?
No bonus, no negative.
Doc, do you want to try or you're not bothered? Doc,
What's that?
do you want
He's
to try or
masturbating.
you're not bothered?
What?
No.
No, I still can't hear you.
Not trying.
Oh,
Doc's over there rubbing one out. I always like to do this before I die. Yeah. Yeah, I draw it.
there you go.
Damn. So +5.
Good luck. Your future rests in your incapable hands.
You're not bad at it.
Good news. If he pulls it and it just comes out and he goes. So now you guys can reattempt to support if you'd like, or somebody else can try tying the knot, because apparently tying the knot is not what Alex does. That's why he has a #1 father shirt.
No, didn't support.
I'll do the main this time.
Kinley, give a roll to support.
Oh, of course, that would.
Yeah, of course.
It's all up to
Had
McKay.
you both help me, it would have worked.
It's all up to McKay now, so both of you guys rolled to support McKay. Now, if this fails, you could always have McKay sitting in the passenger seat, holding on to Alex's legs.
Yeah, well, that was the other thing I was thinking of, was we just
Straight.
hang on to him by his belt.
I don't know. He probably doesn't have it tied on correctly. But
No.
plus, he's been wearing a muumuu lately. Shows everybody's pants fall down. We don't know how to tie anything. All right, so it looks like you get to sit in the passenger seat there, McKay, and hold on to Alex, and hopefully you won't drop him. Let's just go with that. He is dense, though. Dense as shit, because he's all muscle. And he has a really heavy hammer. And he has pockets and bags of gold and shit like that. Just plus,
and it's those balloon pants he wears.
right. And plus, he's wearing armor.
Oh, sorry, parachute pants, not balloon pants. Parachute pants.
With cocks on it.
Yeah, he does. He actually is wearing a set of golden armor with cocks on it as well. So he's super heavy, super duper heavy. He doesn't seem to notice, but I don't think that he notices a lot of weight at his current strength. So you're wondering if maybe you shouldn't get him to, well, not strip naked. That'd be awkward, although funnier.
Well,
naked
the
man.
non-essentials that may get in the way, we can load into the vehicle beforehand and strap into the boot.
Okay. I'll strip down naked and just my hammer.
Too far, you think?
This is my hammer.
So, right, you've got naked Alex Kinley with a hammer. You're hoping that you.
All right, so what do I grab hold of then?
I'll leave that to you.
Alrighty, you're the one that's going to be hanging by it.
If I seem to be aroused, I'm sorry. It's just like Yeah, regular Friday night for me.
So,
last Friday chose the exact same scene.
so you're gonna be at the top of the dome. You're gonna
Mhm.
crack the earth,
Yeah.
and McKay is holding on to you, and I'm gonna fly straight up.
Mm-hmm.
And profit.
And I'm making use of the harness so that I don't fall out.
Uh-huh.
As in, I've got the
At least you didn't have to tie the harness yourself. It's built in. Thank Christ. Now, if you want to make it easier on McKay, Doc, you can start off with the car being like this. So he's hanging down like this, you know. And then if you can swing him,
Wait.
so
Wait. What happens if he's standing in the trunk?
Alex.
He'll
And
probably fall out when he goes smash as hard as he can.
I mean, does the back seat fold down so I can reach through the back seat and hold on to it?
Give me a luck roll. I have no idea if the back seat folds down. Lower is better for that.
Minus 30.
Yes, it does. And you can easily crawl back there. Of course, you won't be strapped in. I just want to point that out.
Yes.
And there's the roadside assistance kit in the back, etc. Just a lot of crap falling in the tank.
Well, the stuff will be, most of that stuff is strapped down, not loose banging about. It's been.
I'm sure that whoever tied it down fucked it up, though, and it'll just all fucking fall out. All right, so you are now in there. Kinley's naked and standing in the trunk with his hammer. You've strapped down everything you can badly, so right. Kinley's having you lay on top of his cock armor because he doesn't want it to fall out. And if it does fall out, then he wants to make sure you fall out so you can bring it back to him.
But if I fall out, he's falling out.
Yes, but at least he'll have his cock armor and you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're getting all that ready. I'm going to go over to where the gate is. I want to try something. I'm within 10 meters of the gate, and I'm going to cast Item Counterspell and see if it works.
Read it to me.
The caster makes an Essence ×3 roll. No resistance from the target. It is not on them. The item stops working until sunrise, sunset. Note, if the item is currently on a hero point rated individual, that individual may spend a hero point to negate the spell.
All right, yeah. So you need to make Essence ×3 roll, and then okay, that'll buy you more time if nothing else.
But it also means that if the gate crumbles, it's not going to activate because it's off.
Maybe.
Well, right. That's why I wanted to check to see if it works.
Whether it even works or not, because it's a permanent magic item, so to speak. So,
but that's part of what this spell's about, is deactivating temporarily permanent magic items.
Yes. Aren't you glad I prepared the city, Chris? Aren't you happy now? It resists your puny efforts. Ha ha ha, it says.
There we go. And I need that Essence roll.
×3. And it's a good way to get a check in Essence, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Not that he needs it.
Ha ha ha! Resist your puny magics.
Yep.
Cool. So, as I was saying, Fulton's strapped in the driver/pilot seat. Kinley standing naked in the trunk, getting a hell of a fucking sunburn because he's a redhead. And yeah, he says, and McKay's holding on to his ankles right now and trying not to look up.
Oh, so close.
Fulton's going for no reason you can think of. You're ready to go as soon as Fulton turns on the car. He seems to be distracted by something. But then again, so is Kinley, so it all works out.
All right, we can do this. Let's do this. So, so John, I need a fly car, and we're good to go.
You're going to need a fly card by half for what's going to end up happening. I'm just having you do the one roll at half rather than several other rolls. And
No.
cool. I know what will happen to your car and stuff like that. It'll be ugly. And moving over, so that's kind of a fail-ish. And moving over to McKay. McKay, strength roll at -20 due to, or sorry, you got to take off his cock armor. -10 due to just Alex Kinley weighs a lot. And I don't know how strong you are, but he is just fucking.
I am quite strong.
He's pretty strong.
Jesus Christ, he is pretty goddamn strong. So
That's why I thought I was fairly confident in being able to hang on to him strength-wise.
no problem. You've got your legs wrapped around what is normally the front seat, and now a please God don't let us both die. And now, unfortunately, the only bad thing is that the car is going to definitely have some wild issues that will cause more rolls and stuff like that. Giving you fair warning, Chris. But unless, of course, Alex Kinley fucks up this roll. Now, Alex, this is definitely a lower's bear. If you don't make your strength by at least half, and don't forget, this is not a standard door, so you get a +10 from the hammer. But instead of a +30, if it was a small door, +30. But this +10. But you need to make a really exceptional roll, otherwise you'll just put a hole in it. This is.
I have. Never mind.
Quarter.
Right. He goes, and the whole thing immediately begins to crumble. And right, so you're holding on to him because he really threw himself into it, quite in a literal fashion. But fortunately for Kinley, it's like having fucking leg manacles on. He's not letting go, and he's just straining against the seat. And he's like, he maybe even doing the screaming thing. And it just seems like
brought me dinner first, Joshua.
And all kinds of rubble and stuff is exploding out, and the car is going because it seems to be losing altitude and literally going back into the cave thing. Everybody in there is looking up like, and several of the not all, many of the undead immediately burst into flame as daylight and stuff is coming through the smoke and stuff. The human captives go, Swahili, Swahili, and
fuck your dome.
And right, it appears that you are going to be crash landing in the midst of the undead. You've got one last chance to pull it out there, flying car guy, because the flying car is not meant to suddenly have space open up under it. It appears that the entire thing is collapsing. Huge rocks are falling everywhere. The screams of the undead and the papery whispers of them resound within this huge chamber. You do notice that the two robed figures look at each other, and they both pull out what appear to be something small and handheld.
Can I give you trade you a card, Chris?
Sure.
This could come in handy.
You're struggling wildly. It's like riding on some sort of bucking bronco that's sinking in the quicksand of death. In a super fast fashion there, Chris.
Oh, so I have the vehicle chase advantage. Can I use that instead of having to roll by half?
Because it said you can put a neat maneuver and you can roll it full.
Oh yeah, that would be a bit of a help. Yeah. Yeah, so rather than rolling at half, you can try to do the dramatic escape after going, and the entire place is literally, and it's not only that, but the walls are starting to close toward you, Chris, as they're crumbling down, and your margin for error is closing. It's almost
I do a barrel roll, so I do the cool, like when the Millennium Falcon is in the asteroids like that.
I want another strength roll from McKay, please.
By quarter.
I can see this as being that scene out of Deadpool at the beginning, where the vehicle's flipping in slow motion, and he's hanging out, and he's holding one guy on by his underpants.
-60.
No problem. Right. And I need a strength roll of full Kinley not to drop your hammer, because you're kind of getting whipped at the end of the thing, but
my precious.
and right, you guys, and as you're going out, the rocks almost close on the hammer and such as they're falling, but it misses by that much. And right, you guys do a super dramatic escape. The entire area is collapsing, and you made it by a quarter before you said, Matt?
For what?
Strength of
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah. The entire fucking area is now collapsing as well. And you're thinking that maybe the dwarves had a legitimate bitch as you're sitting there watching this. And it just shows the area of devastation is getting wider and wider. You're hoping it stops. And give me a luck roll. Lower is better. Matt, it's your hammer time. You're thinking if you get some balloon pants, that'd be or parachute pants.
Half.
No problem. And let's see. So yes, it will. Right. And it cracks the gate thing that is on the surface because the devastation reached to that. It wasn't quite good enough luck roll to have it then go like a big hoop down in there. But it definitely cracked. Now
you're gonna play the lucky card?
Oh.
That actually doesn't do what I think.
What's it say?
What it says is after failing a luck roll.
Well, yeah, if you're trying for a crit, then that's considered to be failing. So
okay,
yes.
I'm trying for a crit, I'll play Lucky Day.
Right. Give me a new piloting roll. Lower is better, Chris, as the gate thing rolls down into where the undead are and explodes like a
I follow it, because clearly that's what we're supposed to do.
You guys all incinerate.
Just as an aside, I have a limited retrieve. Did we want to retrieve the lucky day, or we don't think we'll need it again?
Wait for it. I'll spend a pause.
It just shows you guys all incinerate from Alex. Then it hits McKay. Then it hits the rest of the car as the nuclear wave goes over you. It's not exactly nuclear, but it's a big magical nuclear blast that you're
are you fucking kidding me?
I've got no skill call. I've got 2 revisions.
You are trying to make this lower is better here.
Oh
my God. Hey, is hooked up to the hero point draining machine.
Oh, shit. Rose.
You got to be kidding me.
I was going to say, if this roll, you're all going to resurrect. Right. As it is, you're all going to take a lot of damage, including the flying car, if you're okay with that roll.
Great.
If you make it by half, then there's no damage.
No, I'm done.
Is it considered magic?
Yes.
I play Magic Immunity.
Read me that card, please.
Invulnerable to magic for the entire round if played at the beginning of the round.
Right. Everybody
and
takes damage.
And I have a limited retrieve if anybody else wants to make use of it.
Do I get a will times 3 roll because it's magic?
Yes.
Did you want the Magic Immunity? Then,
can I play it on? No. Since I'm driving the car, can I play it on the car?
You can.
So yeah, do that.
Then it would just end up. Then the only one take. Wait, he failed?
No, I'm taking damage.
All right. So essentially, in D20 for. Did you play it on the car?
Yeah.
Car's fine. So each of you guys take D20 damage. Please roll low. Roll your own damage.
I'm fine with that.
You think it's the sunburn? Fucking sun. Fulton goes. And somebody else needs to fucking fly the car because I think he's dead.
I can take it, coach.
Yes.
Doesn't that just get rid of all shock damage?
No.
You can heal up all damage, self only. Play before you are killed or knocked out.
Right. So the only one who took damage is the guy who's normally somewhat immune to magic.
Well, I can just heal myself though when we land.
The biggest question is, would anybody like to look back as the explosions?
Well, I am looking that way.
You never do. You never look
I am literally looking out the back of the car, so is Alex,
no
due to
problem.
the direction we're facing.
Oh, yeah.
So unless we close our eyes, like I'll let go of Alex's leg and put my hands over my eyes. No.
I like that. No problem. You can see the area getting glassed and stuff. Give me spot hidden rolls at a quarter to see anything for the two guys that have to look back. Doc Fulton, take a card for being too cool to look back at explosions because Cool guys don't look at explosions.
I think you've been.
I'm hoping the reaction was fast enough that the two individuals with the trumps could not get out.
He was being I think that was a bit too quick. It takes longer than that to get the Trump shit going.